Effective studying is paramount to success. It's not just about hours spent on textbooks, but the quality and efficiency of study sessions. Like a craftsman with the right tools, students need proven methods to unlock their potential. Mastering efficient study habits is a necessity. Gone are the days of cramming, replaced by evidence-based techniques. Understanding how we learn optimizes study time. This essay delves into effective study strategies, providing practical insights to transform your learning. Imagine trying to learn a new language by cramming all the vocabulary words into your brain in one sitting. Chances are you wouldn't remember much the next day. Our brains are wired to forget, and that's where spaced repetition comes in. This powerful technique leverages the science of forgetting to enhance memory retention. Spaced repetition involves reviewing material at increasing intervals. Instead of cramming information in one go, you space out your study sessions, revisiting the material just as you're about to forget it. This process strengthens the neural pathways associated with the information, making it stickier and easier to recall in the long run. Studies have consistently shown the effectiveness of spaced repetition. In a landmark study by psychologist Hermann Ebbinghaus, participants who used spaced repetition remembered significantly more information compared to those who crammed. The key lies in strategically timing your reviews to combat the forgetting curve.
Active recall is like a mental workout for your brain. Instead of passively rereading notes or highlighting textbooks, active recall involves actively retrieving information from memory. This technique forces your brain to work harder, strengthening the neural connections associated with the material. Think of it like flexing a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. The same principle applies to learning. When you actively recall information, you're essentially giving your brain a workout, making it more adept at retrieving that information in the future. Numerous studies have demonstrated the superiority of active recall over passive study methods. In one study, students who used active recall performed significantly better on tests compared to those who simply reread the material. The act of retrieving information from memory strengthens the neural pathways associated with that information, making it more accessible for future recall.
In today's digital age, distractions are ubiquitous. From social media notifications to the allure of endless entertainment options, staying focused can feel like an uphill battle. The Pomodoro technique offers a simple yet effective solution to combat procrastination and enhance concentration. This time management method involves breaking down your study sessions into focused intervals, traditionally 25 minutes in length, separated by short breaks. These regular breaks serve as mental refreshers, allowing you to return to your studies with renewed focus and energy. The Pomodoro technique's effectiveness lies in its ability to leverage the brain's natural attention span. Studies have shown that our brains are most alert and focused in short bursts, followed by periods of rest. By working with this natural rhythm, the Pomodoro technique optimizes productivity and prevents mental fatigue.
Interleaving mixing it up for better learning. Imagine studying for a history exam by reading all the chapters on World War II, followed by all the chapters on the Cold War. While this approach may seem logical, it can lead to what's known as context dependence. Our brains tend to associate information with the context in which it was learned.
Interleaving, on the other hand, involves mixing up different subjects or concepts during study sessions. Instead of studying one topic in isolation, you alternate between different subjects, forcing your brain to continuously retrieve and apply information in different contexts.
Research suggests that interleaving improves long-term retention and understanding. By switching between different topics, you're essentially forcing your brain to make connections and distinguish between similar concepts. This process strengthens your understanding of the material and makes it easier to recall information in various contexts. Elaboration, making connections for deeper understanding. Elaboration is like building a mental web of connections. Instead of passively absorbing information, elaboration encourages you to actively engage with the material by asking questions, making connections to prior knowledge, and generating examples.
When you elaborate on information, you're essentially creating a richer and more meaningful representation of it in your brain. Instead of isolated facts, the information becomes interconnected with your existing knowledge base, making it more memorable and easier to apply in different situations.
Studies have shown that elaboration leads to deeper processing and better retention of information. By actively engaging with the material, you're creating a more elaborate mental model, which enhances understanding and promotes long-term memory storage. Dual coding, engaging visual and verbal channels. Our brains are wired to process both visual and verbal information. Dual coding leverages this natural ability by combining visual aids, such as diagrams, images, or mind maps, with verbal explanations. This dual-pronged approach creates a more engaging and memorable learning experience.
Think of it like this. A picture is worth 1,000 words. When you combine visuals with verbal explanations, you're essentially creating two pathways for your brain to access the information. This redundancy strengthens memory encoding and retrieval, making it easier to recall information later on.
Research supports the effectiveness of dual coding. Studies have shown that students who learn using both visual and verbal channels perform better on recall and comprehension tests compared to those who rely solely on one channel. Practical application implementing effective study techniques. Now that we've explored the science behind effective study methods, let's delve into practical ways to implement these techniques into your study routine.
Use flashcards or spaced repetition software like Anki to schedule your reviews. Start by reviewing material daily, then gradually increase the intervals.
Instead of passively rereading notes, cover up the answers and try to recall the information from memory. Use practice questions, quizzes, or flashcards to test your knowledge.
Set a timer for 25 minutes and focus solely on your studies. After each interval, take a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle 4 times, then take a longer break.
Mix up different subjects or topics during your study sessions. For example, study math for 30 minutes, followed by history for 30 minutes.
Ask yourself questions about the material, make connections to prior knowledge, and generate examples to illustrate key concepts. Try explaining the material to someone else in your own words.
Create visual aids such as diagrams, mind maps, or concept maps to represent the information you're learning. Use different colors, shapes, and images to make your visuals more engaging and memorable. The power of sleep consolidating memories for enhanced recall. Sleep is often overlooked as a crucial aspect of learning and memory. While we sleep, our brains are hard at work consolidating memories, transferring information from short-term to long-term storage.
Getting enough sleep is essential for optimal cognitive function, including memory, attention, and concentration. During sleep, our brains replay and strengthen the neural connections formed during the day, solidifying memories and making them less susceptible to forgetting.
Studies have consistently shown that students who get enough sleep perform better academically, demonstrating improved recall, problem-solving abilities, and overall cognitive performance. To harness the power of sleep for optimal learning, aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Establish a regular sleep schedule. Create a relaxing bedtime routine and ensure your sleep environment is conducive to restful sleep. Managing stress and anxiety. Creating a positive study environment. Stress and anxiety can significantly hinder learning and academic performance. When we're stressed, our brains release cortisol, a hormone that can impair memory function and cognitive abilities.
Creating a positive and supportive study environment is essential for managing stress and optimizing learning. Find a quiet and comfortable study space where you can focus without distractions. Minimize interruptions by silencing your phone, closing unnecessary tabs on your computer, and informing others that you need uninterrupted study time.
Take regular breaks to stretch, move around, or engage in relaxation techniques to reduce stress and improve focus. Remember, learning should be an enjoyable and rewarding experience. By creating a positive study environment and prioritizing your well-being, you can reduce stress, enhance your learning capacity, and achieve your full academic potential. Conclusion: embrace the power of effective study habits. In conclusion, the journey to academic success is paved with effective study habits. By embracing the science-backed methods of spaced repetition, active recall, the Pomodoro technique, interleaving, elaboration, and dual coding, you can unlock your brain's full learning potential.
Remember to prioritize sleep, manage stress, and create a positive study environment to optimize your cognitive function and academic performance. The key to mastering these techniques lies in consistency and practice.
Incorporate these strategies into your daily study routine. Experiment with different approaches to find what works best for you and celebrate your progress along the way. Remember, learning is a lifelong journey, and by embracing effective study habits, you empower yourself with the tools and mindset to excel in all your academic endeavors.